Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be taking my truck camping setup out to the National Forest and testing it for the weekend. Alright guys, well the first stop of the trip's gonna be Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. I've never been up here, but I'm pretty sure just about everyone's heard of Punxsutawney. So I'm just gonna drive around down here for a little bit, just to see what's all out here. Okay, so since I was here, I decided to come up to Gobbler's Knob. It's where they do the groundhog thing, so we'll just kind of check it out and see what's here. 1886. We've been doing that for a long time. Okay, y'all, we should be down at the river in 10 minutes. I can start looking for some sights. Yeah, so luckily the storm seemed to have went away. It's just this typical Appalachian mountain rain. So that's completely fine. I could actually have my roof vented with the rain tonight if it stays light like this. And then tomorrow it's supposed to clear up and be nice and partly cloudy. So like absolutely perfect day to go exploring and fishing, swimming and all kinds of stuff. Okay, this is the site that I've settled on, and it's only drizzling now. I think maybe I'll do some fishing. Let's just see here. I mean, this is such a big area. You could have a lot of people comfortably tent camp down here. You got all this space, fire pit right here, all the way down there too. Very nice spot, you guys. Okay, y'all, for dinner, I don't really feel like getting all my cooking stuff out. So, I'm just gonna eat, I have a bunch of crap in here, but I'm just gonna be eating stuff like that, prepackaged food, not too exciting. Okay, so that rod that I just broke in the last video, a new rod came in. Literally, the Amazon truck got to my house right as I was about to pull out, so I just threw it in here. So let's get my reel on here. I got an ugly stick this time because I was fishing with an old St. Croix rod, but it broke on me. I have another ugly stick. These things are very tough to break. I mean, I've never broke a rod in my life before, so that was a first, but this was like half the price. So it has really good reviews. I can't remember off the top of my head what exact one it is. There's the code. It's an ultralight, 6'6". Alright, well, I needed a new leader anyway. Alright, I'm gonna tie a new leader and then I'll be back. So my first impressions of this rod, my old one was light, so obviously ultralight's, you know, a little bit less, but feels like it's gonna be really good. It does feel slightly heavier, but again, who cares? I don't think, you know, I think once I get used to it, it's not gonna matter. But those St. Croix ones are very, very light, even the old ones. I don't know about the new ones, I've never had one. But yeah, I like this ugly stick rod. And it feels like it'll last me many years to come. Hopefully we'll catch many, many fish on it. Well, like I said, I probably won't be doing a whole lot of fishing tonight, but I'll take you down there and take a couple casts. You know, now that I'm in it, this water actually feels really nice. I need to find a swimming hole somewhere in here. Okay, well, as beautiful as this stream is, I think this is going to be the turnaround point. I ended up fishing for about an hour and a half or so, and at that point it started to get dark, so I decided then would be a good time to call it and head back up to the truck to get ready for the night. Overall, I slept pretty good that night. I went to the bathroom right before I was about to doze off, but I ended up waking up around 2:45 a.m. anyway, and I had to go back out. I couldn't fall asleep for a brief period of time afterwards, so I looked at my offline maps until I felt tired again. Good morning, guys. Time is 6:45 right now, so that's perfect. Early enough to explore the forest for the day. Well, this bed certainly isn't the most comfortable one. I have this bin right here, and when I had the back seat in, my head and feet were hitting it, but I could still lay straight. I think I'm gonna put my back seat back in for the road trip. I think that was a little more comfortable, and I could also lay diagonally, like this way. This seat will slide up, and then it'll just like form almost like a big L-shaped couch back here. But I just wanted to try it out like this just to see if this would be any more comfortable. 7 o'clock in the morning here. The forest is very peaceful at this hour. Let's walk down to the campsite here. Okay, I'm gonna head back up to the truck, filter some more water. I'm down here at the Clarion River by the Millstone Canoe Launch, and I'm just gonna wade in here real quick. It looks really shallow around here, but see if we can find any good holes that might hold some fish.
Oh, there's some. It's trout. Oh no, it's a smallie. Nice, let's go. It's a pretty solid one. I have no idea what's big and what's small for this river. Solid 1 pounder at least, for sure. Alright, let's throw them back. First fish out of the Clarion River, Allegheny National Forest. After I caught that smallmouth bass, I really couldn't find any other good fishing holes in the river, so I decided to walk up this creek a bit. I didn't find any fish up there either, but I did stumble upon something interesting. There's millions of little tadpoles. With my fishing needs satisfied for the day, it was time to take a scenic drive down a nice open stretch of road to the Kinzua Dam. The sun was now out in full force, so it was time to put on some sunscreen and go take a dip. When I got to the main beach, there were way too many people there, so I decided to walk down the shore a bit and I ended up finding this beautiful spot which I had all to myself. Now that swimming is over, I'm gonna go scout out some more camping spots that I saw online, or at least try to find them, just so I know. And I'm also gonna look for a nice spot away from all these people where I can cook some food up. Okay, well, I decided to drive up the mountain here and go look at this overlook. Here's some kind of overlook.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful view. These rock formations are also very cool. And this one in particular. Look at the size of that tree that's growing on top of it. It's a pretty big tree for just growing on top of a rock. Found that pretty interesting. More crazy rock formations. Another tree growing out of the rock. That one's dead though. Okay, this is Forest Road 160, and I'm gonna try to see if I can find any potentially good dispersed campsites here. Yeah, I literally just drove past two really nice ones. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera rolling, but there should be plenty of them up here. It looks like here's another one. I just want to see what we're dealing with here. So, I mean, this one you could fit a little RV in there probably. Just keep on going. These spots potentially might be better than the ones that I was at. It doesn't really matter, but I mean, look, these are spacious. I mean, that's a fifth wheel right there. He fit that in, and it's free too. And there's another good one. You know, I think I'm gonna pull over and cook at one of these spots. And those people had a bunch of tents back there. All right, here we go. I just turned around. I saw one. Now, this one's pretty rough. Oh yeah, easy for this truck. But you know what? This one's probably very nice and private. This is actually a really nice spot. So let's get out. I'm gonna cook my food real quick, and we'll look around this spot real quick while we're here. It's pretty basic. It's just this little fire area. There's actually still smoke on it because I think the guy that I drove by literally just came from here. So, and you could probably actually fit like 5 or 6 cars back here. It's actually pretty big. The way going in, if you wanted to, you could tow your trailer through here. It's not that bad. Here's a couple of holes, and then it's a little bit of a rut coming in, but nothing too bad. I made it in easily with 2-wheel drive. Alright, so we're gonna get to cooking lunch. Then I'm gonna say goodbye to the National Forest for now. And y'all know when I see trees as good as these, I just can't resist to climb them. Well, that's about as high as this tree wants me to go. See how high I can get on this one before it starts to bend. I don't think I want to go much higher. It's pretty good exercise too.
Yeah, I know this is a little overkill for this pan, but I wanted this, so I just got it anyway. Although it may not look like it, I actually do know how to cook, but I didn't feel like taking a bunch of ingredients camping. Everything tastes good when you haven't eaten since 7 in the morning. Oh yeah. All I got's cheese. That's what's gonna have to go on it. Cheese quesadilla. Turn the gas off. Alright, well, it's not the most exciting meal ever, but pretty hard to go wrong with a cheese quesadilla. One last thing for dessert. Just pure applesauce. I love this stuff for some reason. Alright, well, that's the end of the food, so I'm going to drive about an hour to see that bridge that collapsed in the gorge, and then I'm going to start heading home.
Dusk quickly approaching, I made haste down to the bridge to get some cool pictures. It really is something to see in person. I was imagining how difficult it must have been to build back in the day, and seeing it all lying in the gorge like that reminded me of the true power of Mother Nature. After spending some time up top, I noticed a trail descending into the valley. It was a steep descent, but well worth it. Even though I ended up taking the 3-hour drive home in the dark with thunderstorms, I'm still glad I decided to go see the Kinzua Bridge.
Wow, that is something else. Holy moly. And time for the ascent all the way back up the mountain. It's getting really late, so I better get on the road. Alright guys, I made it back to the truck. I got a 3-hour drive ahead of me, so I'll be getting home around 11 p.m. That's going to wrap up the video of my 2-day overlanding expedition in northern Pennsylvania. Got to see a lot of awesome things and had a great time, and I plan on doing this a lot in the summer. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.